All right, first up tonight is South Carolina representing the Gamecocks, our associate head coach Jerry Meyers, student athletes Clarke Schmidt and Gene Cohn. We'll take an opening statement from Coach Meyers and then open up for questions for the student athletes. Coach Meyers.
Obviously, a very disappointing effort tonight in terms of how it ended up, but it's a quick turnaround. We've got to try to keep our season going tomorrow. You got to give them all the credit in the world. The Wilson kid got off to a slow start. We did some damage early, and then obviously he settled in a little bit, and they put up, I guess, 6 goose eggs there towards the end, and 2 guys out of the bullpen came in and threw strikes. But it's a good ball club. Obviously, it's a game that was there for us to win. We had a chance to win it. Had a lot of opportunities throughout the game. Just didn't execute here or there, or didn't get a gap shot that we needed, whatever it was. But, you got to tip your hat. Team came in here and took it to us after a really slow start with their best guy out there, and we had a 4-0 lead and couldn't hold it.
Gina, kind of a two-part question. Just first, in general, what's the team's approach to any at-bat? Is it to try to swing on that first pitch and to be aggressive?
I think it kind of depends on the at-bat. It's on. But, I mean, like leadoff for me, I'm trying to see pitches. Sure. But, 3 or 4 hole, they're trying to, they get a pitch they can drive, they're trying to hit it.
And does that ever change in any situation, specifically the 5th tonight? You guys got a runner on and then 3 straight first pitches for outs.
I mean, you said for Alex, I mean, he may not got a pitch he liked. You got to be selective also as a hitter. So, I mean, they could have been good pitches. I don't know. I'm not up there. I don't know. But, I mean, it just depends on the bat, and those must have not been pitches Alex wanted.
Gene, I think you guys had 6 hits through 4 innings and then didn't really do much at the plate after that. Was it just Wilson settling in, or was it something different approach or something like that? Yeah,
he settled in very nicely and kept us off balance. I think that was his biggest thing. Got me out, got everybody out, and got in a groove and threw up about, I think, like Coach said, about 6 zeros.
Gene, what do you think about having Webb going tomorrow, and how much confidence you have having a guy like that?
We're very confident in Braden Webb. I mean, he showed everybody why we should be all year, and I think we're going to go out there and play the same way we did today. Hopefully the balls fall our way tomorrow, excuse me.
Clarke, it seemed like you were kind of motoring along, doing well up until that 4th inning. Just what changed for you? Was it the hitter's approach? Was it something in your mentality or mechanics there?
Yeah, I mean, I felt real good going into it, and I was executing pitches early on. I feel like towards the 4th inning, I didn't make the pitches I needed to make in big situations, and I let a few get away from me, and it came back to bite me in the butt.
Clarke, did you feel like your velocity was down at all, or do you think it was pretty much what you've been?
I mean, I felt like it was pretty much what it been. I don't know what exactly it was. I'll find out later what it was. But, I mean, I felt fine, and I felt like I still had a lot of life on my fastball. I was still getting a lot of strikeouts on my fastball, and they were still a little bit late on my fastball. But then I would leave a few over the plate, and it got punished. So, I mean, I got to be better next time, and I'm going to do better.
Gene, how tough of a loss is that to kind of swallow against a 4 seed? You guys were the number 1, obviously.
I mean, they're in this tournament for a reason. So I'm not going to say, 4 seed, if it was a 2 seed, it'd be the same thing for me. But I think for any of us at that. But, he's got to bounce right back. Like Coach said, we got an early start in the morning, 12 o'clock game. So get back out there and hopefully try to shake this one off.
Gene, that strange play in the 5th when it looked like Dom had caught the ball and they ruled it the fielder's choice. I mean, how confusing, if at all, was that from you guys' perspective? And it seemed like that changed momentum of the game to a certain degree.
Yeah, I still don't know actually what happened and why they called the guy out at second. I didn't know if he caught the ball and the guy on first didn't advance, or they were saying the guy didn't tag up from second. I'm still confused. I really don't know what happened in that play.
Jerry, I don't know how much you had to do with it. Oh, I'm sorry. Gene, just what do you guys have to do to – I'm sorry. Can I ask him something? Yeah. I mean, just what do you guys have to do? You've got to win 4 games now in a few days. Just what do you guys have to do to make that happen?
Is it 4 or is it 3? I don't know. Is it 4? Like I said earlier, we got to try to flush this and move on. And like we've been doing the whole season, take it one game at a time. And I think we'll be fine. We can take it one game at a time.
For both of you guys, just what was your reaction watching Coach Holbrook get thrown out?
Yeah, I mean, we felt like I guess he felt like in his mind that he didn't get a call, or we weren't getting calls his way. So I mean, he took it upon himself to go out there and to voice his opinion, and I felt like it motivated the crowd, and it was kind of gave us a spark. And you know, when things aren't going our way, when you need a little spark, I guess that helps a little bit. So I mean, it was a tough situation all around, but I mean, we just got to perform better and make better plays, and hopefully the ball will fall for us the rest of this weekend. And I think with a loss like this, you got to flush it and you just got to keep moving on. I mean, we know that we got to win every game from here on out, so we're ready. We're ready for what's coming forward and ready to get after it.
I don't know how much input you had, but was there any thought in letting Gene and Madison swing away a couple guys that have been really hot?
We all talked about it together, Coach Bush and Espo and I, and then, you know, we're in a situation there. I think, you know, we're trying to tie the ball game up. Still feel good about having Josh Reagan out there if it's a tie ball game, and still had Tyler Johnson behind him if we were able to take the lead. So, yeah, obviously he's one of our best hitters, if not the best hitter the majority of the year, obviously. But you got to get a guy in scoring position to get a chance to score, and there wasn't any hesitation there on any of our parts, all three of us.
Do you feel like these guys are pressing with runners in scoring position? It feels like it's hard to get that big hit.
No, I think Tyler Wilson did an outstanding job of making an adjustment. I think you know, some balls got hit. He left middle of the plate, and then a lot of jacked up starters in this environment maybe haven't been there before. That's probably going to happen to him, and he did a real good job of just showing some maturity and just trying to change his approach a little bit. He got in on some guys and decided to maybe change a little bit of the patterns that he was going at us with, and I think it was as much that as it was anything else. You know, I think our guys were trying to have as competitive at bats as they could. His approach to our hitters did change as the game went on, and he made an adjustment, and it worked for him.
Jerry, were you at all surprised when Chad was tossed in the seventh?
Yeah, I was surprised. You know, I think he wanted to voice his opinion during that whole circumstance, and you know, it did escalate, and yeah, I was surprised, but you know, he's sticking up for our team, and he's always got our team's back. He's going to fight for all of our guys, and you know, that was just one exhibition of him doing that. You know, I think everybody can appreciate what he was trying to do from our team standpoint within our team, and I think they respect him for that even more.
3 straight starts, Clarke hadn't gotten out of the fifth. Is there any reason in particular why you think that's?
I think, you know, some guys have gotten to him after a good start. You know, maybe leaving some pitches a little bit more middle. You know, I don't have an exact reason for that other than, you know, some of those starts were against really good teams, really good offenses. This offense, maybe on paper all year long, was maybe not as respected, but it's still baseball. You're going to have aggressive hitters in there like they are, and if you make mistakes, some damage will be done, and that was the case tonight. But I thought coming into tonight's game, and I thought everybody watching it probably felt the same way. Second, third inning, he looked as good as he had all year. I'm not sure exactly where things went awry there in the fourth.
You talked about Wilson making the adjustments. Was there some things that you thought kind of caught the guys off guard, or was it just him settling in with the maturity that you talked about?
I think it was more, it didn't catch us off guard. I mean, we had watched him on tape. We had talked about him, what he would try to do. The thing about him is that not knowing him inside and out or anything, seeing him all year, but he had the ability to try to do, like a lot of good pitchers do several different things and approach hitters in different ways. And if one way doesn't work, he can try to do something else, whether it be stay away with changing speeds, or does he have to come in and establish the inner half, which is what I felt like he did. He got some fastballs in that kind of opened up some options for him as he moved forward, and then he started putting up some zeros.
Jerry, do you feel pretty good about where Webb is right now, and how important is it that he give you a nice long outing?
No, it's just as important as all of his outings all year long. I mean, he can't try to make it bigger than it is any other 15 starts that he's had. He's just got to try to be solid and pitch his game. Everybody knows the importance of it. Everybody's going to feel that a little bit. He can't change anything. He can't try to do more. He can't try to pitch better. He's just got to try to be himself. He's got to try to not give them anything free as he goes, and just put us in position the best he can and compete every pitch. And he's done that all year long, and we expect him and feel like he's going to do that again tomorrow for us.
After the ejection, it seemed like the crowd was getting behind it. The momentum was on y'all's side, and you guys really couldn't capitalize on it and get a big hit. Was that frustrating at all to watch from the dugout?
No, I mean, the end result obviously is very frustrating, but we appreciate the crowd. They were trying for us. They were trying to put some pressure on the other team, and I feel like they did that for us. It's disappointing on our end, regardless of the crowd or not, but disappointed for them as well, because I think they were behind us as hard and as strong as they have been all year.
Jerry, that odd play in the fifth where it looked like Dom had caught the ball, I mean, how much confusion was there over that? And was there over that? And did it take the wind out of you guys' sails at all?
No, I don't think it took the wind out of us. There was a lot of confusion there, obviously, and there were 3 or 4 different things on that play that we weren't sure about, whether the runners had passed each other, whether he caught the ball, obviously initially or not, and then if he had caught it, if he did catch it, what was the end result after that? We didn't get a signal right away whether it was a catch or whether he said the ball was down. So there was confusion on the runner's part as well. So I guess in the end, did they get it right? I'm not sure. You'd have to see that on replay.
I'm not sure how much you can speak to this, but what was the idea of putting Dom in center and TJ in left when TJ's been starting? He's typically been in center.
I don't know exactly other than Dom had been out there a little bit more frequently here lately. They're both very, very adequate, if not above average center fielders. Maybe it was just the comfort of Dom had started more games out there, and TJ's given us some extra. Obviously, can cover some extra ground out there in left field with his speed. So I don't think it was a factor either way.
From a pitching staff standpoint, just how hard is it to win 4 games in 3 days? And are you going to need some guys to step up that maybe haven't this year?
It's very difficult. We're not going to try to approach it that way. We're going to try to do everything we can to win tomorrow's game, just like we did today. We had, we were going to use whoever we needed to use to try to stay in the game and try to see if we could get a lead. And we weren't saving anybody for tomorrow, even if we were in a position to win. Especially if it was a close game, because you got to respect everyone at this point in time in the year, and it's not like you're going to save your 2 best relievers hoping that you're going to go deep into the weekend fresh. You got to do what you have to do to get guys out. That's why we brought Josh in to face the lefty with a guy in scoring position to try to keep it at 1 and with a crack at it in the bottom of the 9th. It just didn't turn out. All right.